These are the new SLK EVO 2.0 paddles from Selkirk. For those of you unfamiliar with SLK, they're Selkirk's budget line of paddles geared towards beginner and intermediate players. While these paddles are designed in the US, unlike the main line of Selkirk paddles, the SLK paddles are actually manufactured in China. The new EVO 2.0 paddles are priced at $100 and come in 3 different options: power, control, and hybrid. From each option there are 3 different colors: blue, green, and purple, and then 2 different size options, Max and XL. The Max shape is just a standard shape paddle with a 16-inch total length and a 4.875-inch handle length, while the XL is an elongated paddle with a 16.5-inch total length and a 5.75-inch handle length. Let's start with the control paddle. This is just a 16mm carbon fiber paddle. It uses something called a G8 Flex carbon fiber face, which I'm assuming is just a cheaper version of carbon fiber compared to Toray T700, since the spin on this thing was just mediocre. Meanwhile, the power paddle is pretty much the same thing except in 13mm. It does claim to have a G9 power carbon fiber face, but I couldn't tell the difference between that and the G8 Flex surface. While I don't have the hybrid paddle on me right now, that one's just a 13mm fiberglass paddle. Now all 3 of them are just okay. The handle feels cheap on all of them. They have the same grip as the Spartus Gladius paddles, except they are much thinner, and you can feel the exposed polymer on the sides. As for the rest of the paddle, it's pretty much what you would expect from an older Gen 1 model. The touch and control are fine, the sweet spot is just average because there's no edge foam in the perimeter, and the spin is nothing special because the carbon fiber being used isn't the best quality. Though what is nice is all the customization you can do on the paddle in terms of the shape, color, and style. They're not bad paddles at all, and they're perfectly suitable for players still trying to learn the game. The issue I have with the paddles is the price. At $100, there are other brands that perform much better. If you're okay with elongated shapes, you could get the Spartus Gladius 16mm or the Ronbus R3.16, which both have a Toray T700 carbon fiber face that will give you more spin. Ronbus also has the R1.16 if you are interested in an arrow curve shape. Spartus also has the paddles in a 13mm option as well, which is a better alternative to the EVO 2.0 power and hybrid. If you want something in the max or standard shape, I would take a look at the Vatic Apex Pro paddle, which also has a T700 carbon fiber face, and they come in both 16mm and 14mm. Now to be fair, the Spartus and Ronbus paddles I listed actually retail over $100, but with discount codes, they come down to $100, while the SLK EVO 2.0 retails for $100, and you can use a discount code to get a gift card on a future order from Selkirk, which does make the SLK EVO 2.0 cheaper in a way. However, the Huda, Viva, and Apex go for $99 and $89 respectively, and this price drops even more with the discount code. I don't have one myself, but you can probably use the Pickleball Studios. Do note that the Viva and Apex have some questions about their durability among hard hitters, but I don't see this as too much of an issue for beginners. I'd also like to throw the Vatic Pro prisms into the mix. These are also 16mm Toray T700 carbon fiber paddles, priced at $99.99, but this drops to $89.99 after a discount code. What these do have is edge foam in the perimeter, which expands the sweet spot, but it also does make the paddle a bit slower to swing. Now, if you're a beginner looking to play pickleball for the first time, I actually would not recommend any of the paddles I've listed above. Instead, just check out the SLK beginner packs you can get from Costco or your local sporting goods store. If you are looking to upgrade from your starter beginner paddles to something better, the SLK EVO 2.0 paddles are not a bad option if you can get them at a cheaper price point. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with them when there are Toray T700 carbon fiber paddles with better construction that are at a similar price point. Now, if you do want more of an intermediate to an advanced paddle and want to stay with Selkirk, I would recommend taking a look at the Power Air and Selkirk Lapse paddles instead. I've linked my discount code in the description, which will get you a gift card with your purchase, and I've also linked my discount code for Ronbus, Spartus, and Vatic Pro if you choose to get one of those instead.